one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. You get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Their side now. How will they attack on offense?
I'm ready.
Now Lawrence on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And the Chiefs at 10-2 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. A good pickup there at 22.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score 7 Chiefs nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run here with Taylor.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
Lawrence on the sneak.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Trevor Lawrence
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14.
43! 43! Hey, Ridley!
Now it's Mahomes again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are back within a score.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That last effort is noteworthy because he just passed Tony Dorsett on the all-time rushing list. Dorsett had 12,739.
Well, rather fitting, because Tony Dorsett, one of his nicknames, the Hawk. And this guy just flew right past him.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf, 30 yards.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Mahomes' throw is taken in by Waddle. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. This time, the extra point up and go. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current #1 and #2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Still going. Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
This is caught by Evans. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Off the option, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense?
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage...
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. 53 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Colts send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hey, stop it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And a catch right side by Evans.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but just have 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Taking it about the 1, Thomas. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go. Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Okay, ready?
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.